Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel. Peter likes books, and it's a Friday, so today I'm going to do a book tag. I usually do one on Sundays, but I'm doing one today. I don't actually know what day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm doing a book tag. And today I'm doing the weather book tag. I was tagged by Brianna at Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, so I will link her video below. Go check her out. Go subscribe to her. Why wouldn't you? She's awesome. So anyway, let's get right into this. I just screenshotted that by accident. Okay. So here is, I thought I had done it. I'm like moving in my chair, like, okay. I thought I had actually done this one before, but I haven't. So it's called the weather book tag. Oh my God, I love weather so much. Questions. The original tag video was made up by the Bookish Hamster. Oh my God, I love her so much. I think her name's Kate. Kate, or is it Kate? Yes, Kate at the Bookish Hamster. Okay, number one, what books remind you of this weather, and which books do you like to read in that weather the most? And then it gives you 5 different kinds of weather. Number one, rainy. And it was interesting because Brianna said that she likes to read thrillers in the rain, and I do too. But she said domestic thrillers in hers, and I was like, what? I cannot with another genre of books. I cannot even keep up with all the genres that there are now. So I don't know what a domestic thriller is. I don't know that I necessarily want to know what a domestic... Is that like The Woman in the Window? Okay, because those are the kind of books that I like to read in the rain that are very, very scary. I also like to read true crime novels, but I also have to say that there's one other form of book that I like to read in the rain, and that is that I like to kind of read catastrophe books. I'm really into catastrophe books, and it's fun to read those when it's like storming outside, especially if they're like earthquake books and things like that. Not that that's anything to joke at, but I just like reading those books, and so when the weather is kind of crazy outside, it's fun to read those. Okay, the next one is hot and sunny. Oh, well, what is a book that reminds me of something rainy is the first question too. Okay, you know, anything by Agatha Christie, I think. So I'm going to say, or no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say actually The Woman in the Window because there was a lot of rain in that book. So yeah, I'm going to say The Woman in the Window by A.J. Fenn. Hot and sunny. Well, hot and sunny, it's interesting. I like to read by the pool, by the beach, in the summer. I love all that, right? And, recently I've kind of changed. Back in the day, I liked to read like scary books in the hot and summer, but that's not so much fun for me anymore. At night in the summer, I like to read really scary books. Outside is one of my favorite places to read. But I would say that for me, I like to read kind of like thrillers that are also, I don't want to say romance because y'all know I don't read those, but kind of like Leah Moriarty or like Jackie Collins, those kinds of books. And the number one book that reminds me of being hot and sunny is Lucky by Jackie Collins. And we are reading it for Peter's Book Club this summer. I think we start it in June sometime. I'm so excited. I haven't read it in like, I don't think I've read it since I was like in 9th or 10th grade. So I can't wait to go back and read that again. Okay, snowy. Okay, how can I be political about this? So I celebrate Christmas. So snow for me represents Christmas. I love to read anything Christmassy. Last year, I think I read something like 10 Christmas books. So I'm just going to randomly pick one of those that reminds me of, and I'm going to say The Christmas Train by David Baldacci, which I know it's David Baldacci, but it was actually a fantastic book, and it's very well done, really cute. It's about a blizzard, and I really, really liked it. I love to read Christmas books at wintertime. Now, if it's after Christmas, I don't like to read Christmas books like in February. I just don't. But I do like to read, again, catastrophe books that have to do with like being snowed in or blizzards or any of that kind of stuff. I love that. You know, when I travel and I go someplace, whether it's Mexico or Florida or wherever, I always like Google search or look on Goodreads for books that take place in that area. I love to do that. So I do the same thing for the seasons as well. I try to find books that kind of match the season that we're in, if that makes sense. Okay, cloudy and gray. Well, cloudy and gray for me is very similar to kind of, I don't know, like cloudy and gray days just get me down. The older you get, my mother said to me one time, she was like, when you get older, you'll understand seasonal depression. And like, as I get older, like I kind of do understand it a little bit, like, or seasonal affect disorder, you know, where when it's cloudy and gray outside, it's just like it's so sad, you know? Those are the days that I don't even know that I really love to read. I like to kind of turn on a movie and just zone out. But if I was going to read on those days, I think I would like to read something that's kind of fantastical, like Harry Potter, that would cheer me up. And I also think of like gray days. Okay, don't hate me for this one, but I always think of kind of like books that are English, you know, like Kate Hamer books, like the Girl in the Red Coat, or like Paula Hawkins books, like The Girl on the Train, or what was the one, Into the Water. I always think of those on like gray and cloudy days, and those are kind of typically not the books I read then, because I want to get cheered up, you know, like those days I like to read something fun. Cloudy and gray days are great days for going to the bookstore, are they not? Okay. Windy days. Well, I immediately think Windy City, Chicago, and so I think any book that takes place in Chicago, which that's stupid, isn't it? But that's how I think. I don't know. The first thing that came to my mind was any kind of like, I don't know, Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist by David Levithan. So I'm just going to say that reminds me of a windy day. Why? I have absolutely no idea. It just is the first thing that came into my mind. I don't typically like sit outside and, I don't know, what? I don't get it. Windy days. Brenda's Flyaway Veil that I had when I was 4 years old. I love that book so much. Oh my God. That's the book that I'm going to say reminds me of that. Brenda and her Flyaway Veil, which I actually have in the drawer over there. Number 2 question. What is your favorite weather? Well, this has changed. I used to love October, windy, rainy, wet. That was my favorite weather when I was younger. I loved the clothes. I loved to read at that time. You know, I loved to go see scary movies in that weather. I would say now, though, the older I've gotten, I don't know why it's the older I've gotten, but that's kind of difficult weather, and you know you're going into winter. My favorite weather is like right now. It is absolutely beautiful outside. I'm like half tempted just to like turn the camera. I am going to turn the camera around. Turn the camera around and have you guys look. Blue skies. Da, 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 da. Oh my God. Oh Lord, we don't need to do all that. Okay. But are we back? Oh, now I've like messed up my... But today, like, I love, like, sunny weather. That's probably my favorite. You guys are like, okay, Peter, now all of a sudden you're crooked, and you're like, I'm trying to fix this. I don't edit, okay? So anyway, I love sunny weather outside where you can just sit outside, you can read. If you saw my chair sitting out there, I don't know how much it, like, focused. But I love sitting, you guys are like, yeah, we just saw a screen door and some green trees. That's it. It's blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. Everything is green. It's beautiful outside, and those are my favorite days. Okay. So let's see, you also got to see a little bit of my lights, didn't you? Number 3, what is your favorite reading weather? My favorite reading weather is, honestly though, is probably like summer nights, but when it's like, I would say 72 outside, I'm gonna throw out a rough number, and there's a little bit of a breeze, so it's not so hot that you're like, God, I want to go into the air conditioning. Thank God I have air conditioning. You know what I mean? It's like those nights that I like when it's outside. Now, sometimes I even bring out a fan outside because I like to sit out there and read and light the citronella candles and have some lemonade. I love all that, right? That's my favorite, is sitting outside at night and reading. That would be my favorite weather, where the bugs are kind of going around, but they ain't bothering you. You know what I'm talking about? That's my favorite weather. All right, number 4, who do you tag? Well, I don't know who's done this tag. Is this a new tag? Oh my God. I'm gonna tag Dylan the Reader 5, because he's 9 million videos. Damien Terracas, because he's always looking for new videos to do. And I don't know who else. How about the girls in the restricted section? I haven't tagged them in forever. They'll probably be like, oh my God, who? So those are the people that I'm gonna tag. If you wanna do it, just go do it. Like, I love being tagged in videos now, because since I said I never get tagged in videos, people are tagging me left and right. But I think it's just fun to, you know, like do a tag. I do so many tags that even if I'm not tagged in it, I'm like, oh well, I'm doing it anyway. So just do it, it's fun. I love you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful beginning to this weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.